They empower others.
Yeah, they do. They use their voices to inspire others to be change makers in their communities.
Just like us.
Today, we are going to talk about how you can empower others.
Let's get started.
All right, Gracie, we've got this. Last episode, we learned how you can become self-empowered and take action towards reaching your goals. If you want to learn more about that, click the link below after this episode.
Hit the subscribe button too. You don't want to miss future episode.
Today, we're going to discover how we can join that long list of empowering people and learn how to empower others. So, Gracie, what does it mean to empower?
It means to give someone power to believe in themselves.
A few years ago, I was really nervous to try Special Olympics Unified Sports. I felt scared to put myself out there, and I didn't know my role on the team. I wasn't sure if I'd have friends. I just knew I wanted to feel included and to be inclusive. But I wasn't alone, was I, Gracie?
No, I was from your unified team, and coach were very cheer you on and told you were a evaluation part of the team.
Gracie, your support and positivity empowered me. You helped me stick with the team and achieve my goals.
Together, we practice harder, learning new skills, and cheer for each other.
We were united by the goal of being the best we could be, and that gave us the energy to keep going. What are some things your teammates, family, and teachers say to you that empower you?
I believe in you. You are doing great. You got the power.
Helping others develop their skills, supporting them during the easy and the hard times, and cheering them on are some ways to make others feel empowered.
When you empower others, it helps to feel powerful too. Let's try it.
Have you ever heard someone say, actions speak louder than words?
Yes. It means we can motivate others with profile behaviors too.
It's great to talk about the importance of inclusion, but you can also do something about it. Starting a unified club or team at your school adds action behind those words. You could even sit next to new people in the cafeteria or ask a different classmate to be a partner in class. These actions may inspire others to do the same.
Smart ideas are also powerful.
How are you empowering those around you, Gracie?
I like giving speeches and acting as a motivation for our specialists young active performer. They work, play, and believe in themselves.
That's so awesome, Gracie. The example that you set by doing that will influence other students to do the same. It's a domino effect.
Yep, when people see us do good things, they want to do them too. So, are you ready to empower those around you?
Call someone up, like a teammate, and tell them to keep working hard. Post positive comments reminding your friends that you are proud of them. or share a photo of you working on your own goal. Lastly, empower your family, friends, teammates, and followers by sharing this video on your platform. You can share on social media or on YouTube.
Give them the information, tools, and power to inspire others.
Don't forget to tag us at SO North America and use the hashtag Unified Generation.
I'll see you next time. Hi, my name is Gracie, and this is my friend Catherine.
Hi everyone, we are U.S. Youth Ambassadors from Kansas.
Welcome to Unified Talks.
Gracie, I've got a question for you. What do Loretta Claiborne, Ibtihaj Muhammad, Eddie Yarbrough, and U.S. Youth Ambassador Brittany Bautista all have in common?
They empower others.
Yeah, they do. They use their voices to inspire others to be change makers in their communities.
Just like us.
Today, we are going to talk about how you can empower others.
Let's get started.
All right, Gracie, we've got this. Last episode, we learned how you can become self-empowered and take action towards reaching your goals. If you want to learn more about that, click the link below after this episode.
Hit the subscribe button too. You don't want to miss future episode.
Today, we're going to discover how we can join that long list of empowering people and learn how to empower others. So, Gracie, what does it mean to empower?
It means to give someone power to believe in themselves.
A few years ago, I was really nervous to try Special Olympics Unified Sports. I felt scared to put myself out there, and I didn't know my role on the team. I wasn't sure if I'd have friends. I just knew I wanted to feel included and to be inclusive. But I wasn't alone, was I, Gracie?
No, I was there. Your unified team and coach were there. We cheered you on and told you you were a evaluation part of the team.
Gracie, your support and positivity empowered me. You helped me stick with the team and achieve my goals.
Together, we practice harder, learning new skills, and cheer for each other.
We were united by the goal of being the best we could be, and that gave us the energy to keep going. What are some things your teammates, family, and teachers say to you that empower you?
I believe in you. You are doing great. You got the power.
Helping others develop their skills, supporting them during the easy and the hard times, and cheering them on are some ways to make others feel empowered.
When you empower others, it helps to feel powerful too. Let's try it.
Have you ever heard someone say, actions speak louder than words?
Yes, it means we can motivate others with profile behaviors too.
It's great to talk about the importance of inclusion, but you can also do something about it. Starting a unified club or team at your school adds action behind those words. You could even sit next to new people in the cafeteria, or ask a different classmate to be a partner in class. These actions may inspire others to do the same.
Small ideas are also powerful.
How are you empowering those around you, Gracie?
I like living species.
Simon says, put your hands in the air. Simon says, wave them around like. The program that we teach in is considered a self-contained room. My students know when they're not included. Walking around the school grounds and no one saying hi to them and not paying them any attention when they see all the other kids walking by, and it's tough to watch. I think Special Olympics Unified Sports is giving everyone a purpose because you know the kids want to be here and want to make an impact, and they are making an impact with my students.
Copper King on 3. 1, 2, 3. Copper King!
My brother is Marcus Hodge. He has a disability. He is like the complete world to me. I love him so much.
I've had Marcus since I started. Nice job! I started going to his Special Olympic events and just watching kids compete and how proud they are. I was like, well, this would be awesome if we could ever do that at Copper King. Good job, Marcus. Angelica pitched me on Special Olympics Unified Sports. And I said yes, absolutely.
And I told her this is the process behind starting up, unified sports at your school.
They'll give us jerseys, they would give us the transportation, the equipment that we would need, and they would pay for all of it. The second year of the program, we would have to meet them halfway, so mostly with transportation. And by the third year, we should be up and running to continue funding ourselves, which is how the Coyote Cafe started. The Coyote Cafe is a little coffee shop that we run out of the back of our classroom. My students go around and fulfill the order. It's also another way of getting them into the general ed classrooms, giving my students the opportunity of learning job skills. So it was really solving two shortcomings with how do we start fundraising for the future, but also how do we keep developing our students to succeed to the next level. After the Coyote Cafe, we went on to inclusive ukuleles. Inclusive ukulele was kind of our into getting kids involved in our program and wanting them to come over. And it included my students and our general ed peers. Okay, ready?
Yeah! Yes!
It's adaptive, so every student is capable of being able to play. They're being included and being able to do it and sing along with their friends at the same time. Inclusive ukuleles kind of created a buzz. I mean, we had these kids who were coming over from 5th grade and playing the ukuleles, and then their peers became more interested in, well, why can't I do that? Like, I want to get involved with that.
Inclusive ukulele opened up a big conversation about inclusion. It opened up an opportunity for Special Olympics Unified Sports.
We practiced 2 days a week and just 25 minutes at the end of the day. They enjoyed it, but they were also at the same time building that connection with their unified partners. The day before the first event, I wanted them to try on their jerseys. They went in the bathroom, they put it on, and the first one walked out and he just strutted out with this big smile on his face, and he was so proud of himself. It doesn't matter if he doesn't get a ribbon, if he doesn't get a medal, he's wearing something that he's proud of. Being 12 and being able to be proud of yourself is a feeling that he might have not had before had it not been for Special Olympics Unified Sports. It's been really amazing being able to grow with the kids that I've been teaching because most of them I've had since I've started here.
Yeah, I did it fine.
It's fun here?
Yeah, I did.
But we will all play, okay? 1, 2, 3, go All right.
I think that if you're trying to set out and be that unified champion school, you have to start small and continue to build. At the end of the day, it touches your heart.
I got it.
Simon says, put your hands in the air. Simon says, wave them around. The program that we teach in is considered a self-contained room. My students know when they're not included. Walking around the school grounds and no one saying hi to them and not paying them any attention when they see all the other kids walking by, and it's tough to watch. I think Special Olympics Unified Sports is giving everyone a purpose because you know the kids want to be here and want to make an impact, and they are making an impact with my students.
Copper King on 3. 1, 2, 3. Copper King!
My brother is Marcus Hodge. He has a disability. He is like the complete world to me. I love him so much.
I've had Marcus since I started. Nice job! I started going to his Special Olympic events and just watching kids compete and how proud they are. I was like, well, this would be awesome if we could ever do that at Copper King.
Good job, Marcus.
Angelica pitched me on Special Olympics Unified Sports. And I said yes, absolutely.
And I told her this is the process behind starting up, unified sports at your school.
They'll give us jerseys, they would give us the transportation, the equipment that we would need, and they would pay for all of it. The second year of the program, we would have to meet them halfway, so mostly with transportation. And by the third year, we should be up and running to continue funding ourselves, which is how the Coyote Cafe started.
Welcome to the first live virtual youth summit on Special Olympics Arizona, spreading the word inclusion. My name is Michael, and I'm the Special Olympics athlete for Tulsa High School.
And my name is Angela, and I'm the Special Olympics partner from Sunnyside High School. We're so happy to have you here with us today.
First, will everyone who's watching please join us in saying the Special Olympics athlete?
Let me win, but if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt. Okay. Our first guest speaker today is the CEO of Special Olympics Arizona, Jamie Heckerman. Welcome, Jamie.
morning, everyone, and welcome to the 2021 Inclusion Connection Virtual Youth Summit and Disability Awareness Week. I am honored to be here with you this morning. I am Jamie Heckerman, as Angela mentioned, President and CEO of Special Olympics Arizona, and I have been a part of Special Olympics in some way for the past 13 years. In that time, I've had some amazing experiences. I've traveled to Warsaw, Poland with one of our volleyball teams, attended 3 USA games with Team Arizona in Nebraska, New Jersey, and Washington, and was even a part of Unified Field Day inside of Perryville Women's Prison, probably one of the top 3 events that I've ever been to in my life, with several of our athletes and partners. While these are all things that I will never forget, they are nothing compared to the work that we get to help facilitate with our school programs around the state. Thank you to all the educators, support staff, administrators, and unified leadership for making it all possible, because we simply could not do it on our own. I grew up in a small town in Iowa where everyone knew each other, and we grew up with very few kids attending school each year. I also grew up with a physical disability. I was born with something called spina bifida. What that means is I had a tumor on my spine when I was born. At 3 days old, I had my very first surgery to remove the tumor and in turn lost my ability to walk. I am very grateful that I have so many advocates in my life that I was able to have a typical school experience. I was able to be in class with all of my friends, join clubs, attend dances, learn to drive, and overall, just be me. Of course, there were some things that were hard, but I got by. I graduated in 2004, and I assume a lot of you think that's a really long time ago. It was a class size of about 150 kids. There are several reasons this number stood out to me. For one, 150 kids in a graduating class in a small comparison to the graduating classes of 2,000 or more here in Arizona. The biggest reason that stands out to me, however, is towards the end of my graduation ceremony, there were students whose names were called to graduate that I had never heard or met. Now, I've been going to the same school in the same district with the same kids for 13 years. How did I not know these students? I came to find out that these students were in the special needs classroom. I couldn't tell you where the classroom was on campus or how long each student had been going to the same school as me. But I can tell you that feeling sadness and disappointment and anger has stayed with me all those years. Those students were not given the same opportunities I have been given, or the rest of my graduating class have been given. I know 2004 seems so long ago to most of you. Most of our youth probably weren't even born. But it really wasn't. It has only been in the last 11 years that unified programming started and has grown into what it is today. Imagine all of those that have come before and have missed out or not been included. Inclusion and connection are more important now than ever before. COVID-19 has forced us to cancel over 600 practices, competitions, and special events for over 21,000 participants around the state. This past year, we have all experienced what it is like to be isolated, just like individuals with intellectual disabilities have been for years. Cut off from sharing a hug, a high five, or a day out with a friend. You are all here to lead and change things for the better to make sure all people feel included, unlike how they felt in the not so distant past. Each one of you has the power to enact change and connect with others. The connections will not only change the lives of those right now, in your class or on campus, but future generations of students who will someday walk the same halls as you. Choose to include, choose to be connected. And while we're talking about being connected, I would like to invite all of you to attend our SOAZ Connected virtual events. This was started in April in 2020, recognizing the need for programming and connection despite the pandemic. You can visit specialolympics.arizona.org and visit our SOAZ Connected page for all upcoming virtual events. We have bingo, book club, art, health messages, family forums, family fun nights, and video game tournaments, better known as esports. I know a lot of you probably like Fortnite or Rocket League. We have it all. Also, if anyone is interested in teaching or hosting a session, please let Shay know. You'll meet her here in a little bit. We are always looking for leaders to join the great group of volunteers leading sessions. Thank you for your time today and choose to include.
All right. Thank you, Jamie. Hi, guys. We always love hearing from Special Miss Arizona Fearless Leader. I hope you enjoyed her talk, and I'm looking forward to presenting to you guys today as well. So, good morning. How are my schools and my parents and volunteers and teachers doing today? I hope you're doing well. So my name is Shane Knowlton, and I am the Unified Champion Schools Senior Coordinator. I also want to thank you guys for joining us today. Whether you are live on this webinar, live watching on YouTube, or maybe you're going to be watching this video later in your class, thank you for listening to our messages today. And hopefully you take away ideas on how to bring inclusion into your homes, your schools, and your communities. Also note, guys, this is a live youth summit. Obviously, at the beginning, you heard a little squeaking. You know, we have an amazing staff back here ready to take hand and help in any way. We all live in this virtual world together, and it's all going to work out, right? So, without further ado, I bet you've all seen this hash. Hold on, see, I have a green screen. You guys can actually see it. I have this hashtag right here in all the corners of our presentations. If you are planning on taking a picture or posting to our social media platform, make sure to hashtag SOAZ Youth Summit. Let's get it trending. You know, in fact, hey guys, come here. Come on, everyone, you come with me. We're gonna take a selfie right now with, so everyone. Thank you. Our amazing social media person is now gonna post that for me. I'm lazy, I don't have to do my own work, you know. And she's gonna make sure to hashtag SOAZ Youth Summit for you guys. Oh, so okay guys, see what we said about tech problems? Our little prompter paused, which is why we've got this piece of paper right here, because I don't have it memorized for the most part. So let's see, where was I? All right, so make sure guys, you put your posts and your selfies online. We're so excited to see all of your outreach. You can also hashtag pledge to include, we are SOAZ, and the generation inclusion, because that's what you are, right? So, all right, let's do this. Let's talk, spread the word. That's why we're here today. Besides missing class, I get it, I'm with you. All right, so originally, you might have known that the Spread the Word campaign, formerly known as Spread the Word to End the Word. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry guys, see, I do this all the time. It was a campaign focused on spreading respect and inclusion while addressing the excluding and demeaning use of the R word when used in conversation. In 2019, the campaign was changed to focus on spread the word, inclusion. This campaign calls on people, you, your fellow students, your teachers, your educators, administrators, your community, friends, and family to come together to take action to include others. We need to recognize that more than 200 million individuals with intellectual disabilities continue to face exclusion in workplaces, schools, and communities around the world. Special Olympics, Best Buddies International, and many other supporters around the world unite today, March 3rd, to spread awareness for Spread the Word Day. Happy Spread the Word Day, guys. Today is your opportunity to come together, take a look at yourself, and recognize the progress that has been made and the progress that is needed to help bring inclusion into your life. The Spread the Word campaign was built on the idea that inclusion is a skill that each of us can learn and practice together. Inclusion is a skill that builds togetherness through difference and community through adversity. I know we are all exhausted by last year, going through a global pandemic, virtual classrooms, physical distance from our friends and our family. We have become separated and divided. So this year, Spread the Word Inclusion, recognize the need to build a connection through inclusion. While how we have connected with each other has changed, the need for that connection has not. Connection is not only a relationship, but a shared strength that can be developed, a strength where everyone can feel seen, heard, and valued. So how do we take action? Okay, how do we pledge? I think the first step will be in your heart. I know, guys, it's kind of a cliche, but recognize how you treat others and how you want to be treated. Recognize that maybe there's a friend in your life or an acquaintance that seems down or depressed. Maybe there's someone in your life you haven't talked to in a while. Reach out, whether it's on social media and email, or forgive me, I'm gonna go old school here, a letter. You know, it's that little square thing, you put a little handwritten, you get a pencil, it's the whole thing, a stamp, it's kind of a thing, but I know you can do it. Send it out, because all it takes is saying, hi, how are you doing? Second, I want you to go to spreadtheword.global. I'm gonna say it one more time, spreadtheword.global. This is on the Spread the Word Inclusion website. Go online and sign the pledge to be a teammate, maybe be a friend. Welcome someone who has been left out. Sit next to someone alone at lunch. Say hello to someone in the hallway. There are so many ways to spread inclusion, and it can start with small acts. Choose yours. Make a pledge and start today on March 3rd. I want you to join Spread the Word, Special Olympics, and Best Buddies International to make inclusion a reality for all people with and without intellectual disabilities. Make your pledge at #IPledgeToInclude. Okay, guys, so this is my new screen. I want you to create a revolution from your phone. Social media is so big right now, guys. You have so much more power than you have in the past with your voices. When you #IPledgeToInclude, tell people what you are going to include. So I have a best friend who recently copied my Instagram story. I shared all of these templates on my Instagram. So I wanted my friends to participate, right? I wanted to spread the word. See what I did there? So some background about my friend. She is a black belt in Kung Fu, and she loves teaching it. She can do the whole lion dance, you know, with the big costume, all the cool. She's actually going to mad at me for trying to pretend I know what I'm doing. So, and I love watching her. She believes that everyone can learn Kung Fu, and the curriculum can be adapted. Truth is, it's not. So she has taken the task to make it adaptive, creating lessons for, creating lessons for maybe a person with a wheelchair, giving them the ability to defend themselves, learning specific adaptive moves, altering the stretching and warm-up to fill all ability levels, so they don't hurt themselves when they try to do the splits. And do not worry, I can't do the splits either. Okay? It is not hard to become an advocate for inclusion. You know, actually, it's pretty easy. A quick post, you know, I can just do a little quick post here, maybe a heartwarming message there, copy a meme, and boom, I've done my part for inclusion, right? No, that's wrong. Create a change in your life and how you think. Become an advocate for and with. You know, I think that is actually a key word, so I'm going to repeat it. Become an advocate with people of intellectual and developmental disabilities, and work to making a society that is more inclusive from every country, belief system, sexual orientation, gender expression, race, and ethnicity. People with intellectual and developmental disabilities have their own voices and their own stories to share. Be an advocate and provide a space for them to do so. Listen, learn, and take action to make you, your community, and your school more inclusive. Finally, recognizing the impact inclusion has on the people around you. When you exclude someone, it's because you fear difference. But inclusion can fuel acceptance. Creating an inclusive mindset can lead to new ideas and positive change. Help show that when you include all people in all aspects of your life, you will see a person for who they are rather than their disability. So we have now talked about how you personally can bring inclusion into your life. But how can you bring it into your school? Exactly what you're doing today, attending this youth summit, learning about inclusion and how you can bring a difference in your society. Tech glitch, guys, love it. Remember that this time next year, reaffirm your pledge and bring more friends into the fold. But currently, we are in a pandemic. Social distancing, how are we supposed to connect with people in order to create change right now? One story we recently had here at Special Olympics while facing the pandemic and trying to connect with our athletes and unified partners was when we first launched our esports program. Jamie may have mentioned we're doing a lot of virtual content in the beginning. Check those out, guys. And please go to our Facebook page, SOAZ Connected, for all the cool esports, competition, and game nights we host. So back to my story. We use an app called Discord. Many of you are probably familiar with it. We use it to connect and communicate with players who have registered for our game nights. While getting ready for a Fortnite competition, 3 athletes from different parts of Arizona, Yuma, Tucson, and Central Phoenix, connected on this Discord app. They wanted to practice before a Fortnite competition and reached out to find other players. Early in the morning, we got a message from them on Discord. They were so excited to have met fellow athletes that love the same game they did, and they created a team from their practice together. They even went on to win and rank in the competition, and now they play together online all the time. These athletes, who might not ever would have met otherwise, connected online over a game they loved. All right, guys, I'm hitting my time now, but I want to say that I am pledging today. I will actively bring inclusion into my life by promoting awareness, looking out for those around me, and advocating for the inclusion of all people. I am now going to share with you a video from a Unified Champion School here in Arizona. They made it to promote their Disability Awareness Week and Inclusion Spirit Week, and I got permission to share it with you today. Please enjoy.
Back. Inclusion, there's a is really focusing on 2 things. They're focusing on connection and inclusion. And we know over the pandemic, we've missed out significantly on connection, just in terms of school. And we're excited to get that back. Inclusion, there's a lot of definitions of inclusion, but we're talking more about, regardless of disability or race or needs, that everyone is appreciated and everyone is valued and everyone should be included in healthy environments. Our unified program is a 100% inclusive program. It's for people with and without intellectual disabilities. It's for everyone, anyone that wants to be involved. And we don't judge people, and we care about every person that's part of the program. I want to hear from you guys. When you hear the word inclusion, what does that mean to you?
I think inclusion to me means making sure that everyone is brought together, regardless of if they have a disability, they don't, or whatever is going on in their life. It's just bringing different groups of people together.
I feel like it's knowing someone different, but still making sure and actively making sure that they feel comfortable and that they feel safe where they're at, and that they don't feel like they have to hide any part of themselves in order to fit what you want.
What I think about inclusion when I hear that, I think it means to be included and to make sure you're not missing out on anything.
When I hear that word, I just think of chemicals bonding together.
Just to respect to each other and be nice to people.
Inclusion unified. That would do unified cheers.
We participate in just about everything that's offered through Special Olympics Arizona. And one of the major events that we have participated in every year is Unified Cheer. Several of our students have just shined in our Unified Cheer performances. And in fact, last year was our first ever gold medal. Again, guys, this is just an opportunity to really focus on Special Olympics. 2 keywords for 2021. 1 is connection, and 2 is inclusion. You know, when we send you guys out to the real world and you walk across the stage to grab your Canyon View diploma, you're going to be an ambassador to the world. We're going to be so incredibly proud of you because of your experiences here, and you're so grounded in understanding that people are important and that you can do great things for other people.
All right. Wow, guys. Special Olympics Arizona loves hearing from our Unified Champion schools and the different ways that they are promoting inclusion and unified programs on the campuses. Remember, every year for the first week of March is Disability Awareness Week, and every year we celebrate Spread the Word Day on the Wednesday of that first week of March. We're always looking to celebrate with you, and we want you guys to share your content with us. We love hearing what our Unified Champion schools and any school or program is doing. So I want to do a shout out to Coach Swanson and his amazing students at Canyon View High School. Thank you, guys. And now I am excited to introduce a fellow SOAZ staff member that wants to share what inclusion means to them. I'll see you next time.
Hi, I'm Hannah Stewart, and I am a staff member here at Special Olympics Arizona. One of the main reasons why I wanted to come on and share my story is because inclusion completely plays a huge role in my life and in my heart, and I'm going to share with you a little bit of why and how inclusion became so important to me. I think why I wanted to have more of a conversation about inclusive living and bringing inclusion into my life is because I had a really good friend in middle school growing up that faced a disability, and I think as we started having more of conversations, we started talking more about isolation in general and how he felt isolated with his disability, and how I kind of brought him out of isolation by being his friend and having those conversations. I think at the end of the day, it made me realize that I was the one that was facing isolation because I was unaware of the things that he faced on a daily. And from that point on, I think I just kind of changed my decision-making and my views on life, and why I think it's important to keep people connected and stay unified and just kind of include everyone and choose to include. And that's people with and without disabilities. And I think it's just really important. Overall, though, inclusion has just played a huge role in my life and led me to where I'm at today, working for the Special Olympics and fighting for inclusion and just making sure that I include everybody with and without a disability. And I think that's kind of just the next steps that you take with staying connected. So get out there and spread the word, choose to include, and stay connected. Hi everybody, like the video said, my name is Hannah Stewart. I am a staff member with Special Olympics Arizona. I have the privilege to oversee the 22,000 athletes that we serve in the state of Arizona. I get to help them become self-advocates, encourage them public speaking skills, get them involved with trainings, take the next steps of leadership, become health and global messengers, and so on. So first, let's touch base on unified leadership. So raise your hand if you've heard of it. Anybody? Well, great, because unified leadership is huge for us here at SOAZ. Too often, because of negative attitudes and low expectations, People with intellectual disabilities don't get an opportunity to show what they can do. So Special Olympics has an approach, and that is unified leadership. And that overcomes that barrier. So building from sport, unified leadership teaches leaders of all abilities to value and learn from each other and create environments where people with ID succeed in meaningful roles. Special Olympics leadership works with athletes in many ways beyond sports, teaching life skills such as discipline and teamwork, and this is built on through athlete leadership development and the opportunities in health, schools, and youth programming. We are committed to using our leadership work to drive change. As Special Olympics athletes teach the world about unified leadership, leaders without disabilities learn how to improve their behaviors and practices, adapt from the norm, and make their organizations more inclusive. The result is that everyone gains a new perspective on potential, leadership, and true inclusion. If we want a more inclusive organization and accepting world, Special Olympics athletes must be allowed to contribute in ways beyond the sports field. So one of the most powerful ways we do this is through our athlete leadership, which creates opportunities for people with intellectual disabilities to develop and demonstrate their abilities in leadership roles. So let's talk about another huge focus here, which is our inclusive youth leadership. And what is a youth leader? Youth leaders believe that people with abilities, of all abilities, can participate in leadership opportunities. This leader sees each peer first as a person, someone who can be part of the team if the team supports his or her leadership growth. Inclusive youth leaders pave the path for their fellow students, recognizing that their peers with intellectual disabilities have the potential to be phenomenal leaders, just like their peers without intellectual disabilities. Students should be encouraged and supported to be agents of change, have opportunities to be leaders, and participate in collaborative school activities. To achieve this, school leaders and educators must foster a socially inclusive school climate that emphasizes acceptance, respect, and human dignity for all students. A socially inclusive school is a place where no student is excluded because of the degree or type of disability or the services required to meet his or her needs. Here at Special Olympics Arizona, we offer many programs that help engage athletes in leadership roles. Programs that can offer training sessions from the leadership and skills curriculum, creating opportunities for athletes to lead in health, sports, events, communication, youth, schools, athlete representatives throughout every role. More specifically, this could be forming a local athlete input council. So this is appointing athlete leaders on national and state games committees, engaging athlete leaders to serve in spokesperson roles. But we provide so many opportunities beyond school, and not only do these opportunities involve athlete input council, but we also have other opportunities such as athlete connection council, health messengers, global ambassadors, global messengers, unified leadership, youth input council, and so much more. But one thing that all these opportunities have in common is their purpose. The purpose of these programs is to help individuals with and without disabilities, encourage them to be more inclusive, and let their voices be heard. These programs help encourage others to advocate for themselves and their health, speak at local summits and webinars, trainings, and so on. So now you know there is more leadership beyond school. You can get involved in so many ways, and all you have to do is just reach out when you're ready to take the next steps of inclusion. And Ruthie did. Ruthie is an athlete with us at Special Olympics Arizona, and she took the next steps of inclusion beyond school. She's active in our Athlete Input Council and participates in so many other opportunities. So please, listen now to the interview on inclusion with SOAZ athlete Ruthie. Hey Ruthie, I heard that you're an athlete with Special Olympics Arizona. How long have you been with SOAZ?
About 7 years.
Very cool, very cool. What are some of the sports that you play?
I do track, swimming, cheerleading. I do basketball, and then I sometimes do tennis.
Very cool. Okay, what's your favorite sport out of all of them?
Probably tennis.
Oh,
Tennis.
Very cool. Okay, I played tennis. I played tennis in high school, so I probably can hang a little. So Ruthie, how is inclusion being lived out in your life right now? We're focusing on inclusion and staying connected, staying unified. So how is inclusion playing a role in your life?
Inclusion is because I really like seeing my friends, and I like how we can still stay connected even during these hard times. And I like how even though we're a bit of distance away, we like to connect to each other and still talk about the stuff we like to talk about.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's really exciting. I know it's obviously a different year, but it's really important to still stay connected. And why do you think it's just overall important? I mean, is it because you get to see your friends, or does it make you happier? What are some of the things?
I think it makes me happier as a person in life.
Yeah, to just stay involved and include others. It's very important to live out daily, for sure. So what are some of the ways that you are going to continue to keep people involved and make sure that you're including others? What's maybe a way that you're going to do that?
Probably do more Zooms and stuff together as a team, and do stuff together more often.
Yeah,
like team picnics sometimes, but in a distance.
Yeah.
Either on Zoom or in person.
Yeah, when we're able to do so. That's great. Well, thank you so much, Ruthie, for joining us and sharing a little bit of your story on how you're building an inclusive world. Thank you guys for listening. Enjoy the rest of the Youth Summit. Stay connected
and stay unified.
Hey everybody, we are back, and I forgot to mention something. We actually have a platform called SOAZ Connected that Jamie was mentioning earlier. You can get involved in many ways there as well. You can host your own arts and music. You can get involved with some of our games like bingo, Among Us. What else do we have, Katie? We have so many games.
We have esports. Esports has been huge for us. You might have heard Jamie mention before that we have Rocket League and Fortnite. And that's just a couple of the games that we've done. We've had Madden tournaments, FIFA tournaments, NBA 2K tournaments. It's been a ton of fun.
Yeah.
So we actually have an esports tournament coming up in April, and in May we'll have a statewide event. That'll be a Fortnite competition. So you'll see it on our social media platforms all over the place. Please sign up and join in on the fun. We also have Family Friday nights, fun nights with games like Jeopardy, Pictionary, Among Us. So we have a lot of cool things going on now. Have you talked about our cool show Espresso AZ?
Okay, this is pretty cool, you guys. We have a segment called Espresso AZ, and we literally just get on and chat about coffee, about Special Olympics. We want to hear about all the cool stuff going on in your life too. You can be active in our chat feature, and we have this on our SOAZ Connected platform. We cover a lot of topics. What's probably one of your favorite topics that we cover, Katie?
Probably dad jokes.
Oh, dad jokes. That's a good one.
And the coffee mug that we're drinking out of that day. If anybody out there has a good dad joke that I can use in the next episode, please feel free to type it in the comments, and I will make sure to credit you next time I tell it. I'm running out of dad jokes.
Yeah,
so
they're going down. They're slowly dwindling. I would say too, but Kurt, raise your hand if anyone has been on SOAZ Connected, and if you've seen Kurt on our kickoff show. He is our main guy. He's our main media guy.
He is always on our social events on SOAZ Connected. He's hilarious. Well, thinks he is. No, kidding. The best dad jokes ever. He's the dad joke.
Wow.
We might have to have a dad joke off at some point to see who has the better dad jokes, me or Kurt. And if you guys put them in the comments again, I think I might win that competition because I'll have some backup. What's one of your favorite things that we've had on Espressos?
Oh, this is a tough one. Probably, we do cover a lot of topics on inclusion, ways that you can get involved, which is always great. Please head there if you want to find out ways you can be involved. But the fun stuff, fun little topics that we cover, I love doing our movie topics. That's pretty fun. I don't know, but Kurt always has the good ideas. You guys have to. And oh wait, actually, we have Kurt here with us today. That was crazy.
Wow, a surprise guest.
This is a surprise.
Oh my gosh.
Hello, everyone.
We have Mr. Kurt Gilpin, host of the Kickoff and Espresso AZ.
Let's give him a round of applause. Kurt, please tell us a little bit about your kickoff and how they can get involved.
So I host the kickoff every Monday right here on SOAZ Connected on the Facebook page at 10 a.m. every Monday. So if you log on at 10, my video drops, and the kickoff is basically what we have coming up this week. And it's a cool video of me in the studio that we have, and it's all the cool stuff we have coming up this week. And it is the kickoff to the week. So tune in every Monday at 10. And I heard you guys talking about Espresso AZ, which is definitely one of my favorite things to be on. And you guys are missing the best part about Espresso AZ, making fun of Nick.
Oh, true.
I mean,
yeah,
it's true. Making fun of Nick.
Yeah.
We definitely give him a hard time too, but we have a great time on Espresso AZ. Actually, if you watch the kickoff this upcoming Monday, you will find out our next Espresso AZ is March 15th. So it is coming up here in a couple weeks. We will be live again on Monday the 15th at 10 a.m. You will see the three of us and Nick, and we will be live with a special guest maybe. And we will talk to you guys in the chat live, talking about all sorts of anything and everything, really.
Yeah, literally. Well, thank you. Yeah, that's awesome.
Absolutely. Well,
appreciate it. Let's give it.
You guys continue. I'll take my coffee and head out. Thanks, guys.
Well, Hannah, I think one of the best things about working at Special Olympics Arizona is all the great memories that we get to make and all the cool people that we get to meet. Do you have a favorite memory just from the last year that you've been working here?
Oh man. I would say that one of my favorite memories was when I first started. Actually, this isn't really a memory, but I guess it is because it will be something, I take what makes over. But I actually was virtual working for the first, and I've been here for about a year now. And I didn't know any of my staff, didn't know any of the employees here. And I think just the first day I got to meet all the staff in person. These are really, unique times and hard times, but I will never forget the moment that I met all my staff and got to see how short Katie was, and I got to really see people in person. And then everybody got to found out how tall I was, and it was really, really great. I would just say that was probably one of my favorite times.
Yeah, that's awesome. I would say one of my favorite times was when I held my first state championship competition. So we have a partnership with the Arizona Interscholastic Association, where they essentially recognize unified sports as the equivalent of a varsity sport. And so we had our AIA Unified Badminton season in the fall, and that was right when I was first hired to work for Special Olympics. And I got to hold my very first state championship tournament, and it was awesome to see all of our athletes and unified partners competing to the highest level alongside each other, working together as teams, being recognized by their varsity peers and varsity coaches and athletic directors, getting the same awards on the same podiums. It was a really amazing experience, and I've loved it ever since. It's been really impactful for me, and this, I think it really sums up what we do at SOAZ. It's just promoting inclusion as much as we can and making sure that everybody is involved in a meaningful way.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better. Hers is a lot cooler than mine, her experience, but Overall, we're fighting here for inclusion, and every day we're taking the next steps as staff, as athletes, and so on. So get involved with SOAZ Connected, and we will see you all later.
I hope you enjoy the first part of the youth summit. We are now going to take about 15-minute break here. Feel free to stay and go to the bathroom, stretch, go to water, get some water. We'll see you in about 15 minutes.
These kids are going to do something beyond this zip code. They care about each other, they're inclusive of each other, and they're really good academically.
You want to improve something at the school? You have so many kids that volunteer. They're just looking at making things better. And I do think it's because of the unified program.
In an environment that, socioeconomic issues, crime issues, it can happen. And that's just the great thing about being here.
Unified Champion School in my mind is kids coming out, accepting one another, everybody. We have a belief that all kids can learn and be successful. And I would say that it's modeled by the teachers and staff on this campus.
I have a son with special needs, and I've always wanted to do what my son's teachers had done for him, lift these kids up. One of my biggest priorities is starting a unified program. This is our 3rd year. We've just had a great time, and so have all the kids.
I like basketball because it's my favorite sport and we can play with our friends.
Yeah, every time we're in the court playing basketball and stuff, we meet friends every time. I always try to work on my handles. I put a plastic bag over the basketball. That's how I got my handles. Do you really do that?
They've always liked watching sports on TV.
So look out for Michael Floyd.
Carolina. Having those sports for them, it's good because it gets them out there. A lot of teenagers don't want their parents around them. They want me to go watch them play. That makes me really proud that it's a big school, a lot of kids go there, and for my kids to be known, it's pretty awesome.
This is something these kids are obviously interested in doing, to watch them play, the passion with what they go out there and play, the excitement that's there, the crowd reactions. Why not have these platforms for them? I mean, it's just another part of the campus that we're taking care of.
If you don't have the teamwork, the collaboration, the working with others, the giving to a community, you're not going to be successful in life. Those are life skills that we teach through Unified Sports.
I have a few family members who have disabilities and everything, and not a lot of us kids on the campus knew about the club, and I saw that to be an issue in my eyes. That's where support should kick in.
Pretty amazing person. He ended up being the Unified Partner of the Year. He was the one who actually started getting us involved with the basketball, because he really liked basketball, and he saw this, he's like, I think we'd have a blast, and he was totally right.
I think high school is where you build your character. The Unified program here at Washington High School built my character. It's not just about going out to sports and everything like that, competitions. It's about advocating for those who have disabilities and to give them a chance. It's something that I will cherish. I want to help others and stay around people building something that you're going to eventually look back on and be proud of. I grew up Navajo Nation reservation. Leaving the reservation, that transition was a bit difficult. I was shy, and I mean with the Unified Club here on campus, it's something that built me up to the person that I am today. I have siblings that go here, and I tell them, you need to join that club. I think that's the main thing why I went into medical assisting and eventually gonna grow and do nursing. This club, it's kind of ending bullying, whether it's a different race or with disability or with no disability. Treating each other with the respect that everyone should be treated with.
One parent said, there was a new type of compassion that they saw in their daughter. What else could you ask for? I mean, if you asked for any more, you'd be asking for too much. Real life includes all of us, so we all need to be included. Why shouldn't we have something where everybody's welcome, everybody's included, and we're all there to make our lives better? Find what you're good at and do something good for people with it.
These kids are
Simon says, put your hands in the air. Simon says, wave them around like.
The program that we teach in is considered a self-contained room. My students know when they're not included. Walking around the school grounds and no one saying hi to them and not paying them any attention when they see all the other kids walking by, and it's tough to watch. I think Special Olympics Unified Sports is giving everyone a purpose because the kids want to be here and want to make an impact, and they are making an impact with my students.
Copper King on 3! 1, 2, 3! Copper King! Unified, so we couldn't. Okay.
My brother is Marcus Hodge. He has a disability. He is like the complete world to me. I love him so much.
I've had Marcus since I started.
Nice job!
I started going to his Special Olympic events and just watching kids compete and how proud they are. I was like, well, this would be awesome if we could ever do that at Copper King.
Good job, Marcus.
Angelica pitched me on Special Olympics Unified Sports, and I said yes, absolutely.
And I told her this is the process behind starting up, Unified Sports at your school.
They'll give us jerseys, they would give us the transportation, the equipment that we would need, and they would pay for all of it. The second year of the program, we would have to meet them halfway, so mostly with transportation. And by the third year, we should be up and running to continue funding ourselves, which is how the Coyote Cafe started. The Coyote Cafe is a little coffee shop that we run out of the back of our classroom. My students go around and fulfill the order. It's also another way of getting them into the general ed classrooms, giving my students the opportunity of learning job skills. So it was really solving two shortcomings with how do we start fundraising for the future, but also how do we keep developing our students to succeed to the next level. After the Coyote Cafe, we went on to inclusive ukuleles. Inclusive ukulele was kind of our into getting kids involved in our program and wanting them to come over. And it included my students and our general ed peers.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
It's adaptive, so every student is capable of being able to play. They're being included and being able to do it and sing along with their friends at the same time. Inclusive ukuleles kind of created a buzz. I mean, we had these kids who were coming over from 5th grade and playing the ukuleles, and then their peers became more interested in well, why can't I do that? Like, I want to get involved with that.
Inclusive Ukulele opened up a big conversation about inclusion. It opened up an opportunity for Special Olympics Unified Sports.
We practiced 2 days a week and just 25 minutes at the end of the day. They enjoyed it, but they were also at the same time building that connection with their unified.
Are you getting ready?
No, Mom. No.
Okay.
The day before the first event, I wanted them to try on their jerseys. They went in the bathroom, they put it on, and the first one walked out and he just strutted out with this big smile on his face, and he was so proud of himself. It doesn't matter if he doesn't get a ribbon, if he doesn't get a medal, he's wearing something that he's proud of. Being 12 and being able to be proud of yourself is a feeling that he might have not had before, had it not been for Special Olympics Unified Sports. It's been really amazing being able to grow with the kids that I've been teaching, because most of them I've had since I've started here.
Yeah, I did. You're fine.
It's fun here?
Yeah, I did.
Well, we will all play, okay? 1, 2, 3, go! All right.
I think that if you're trying to set out and be that unified champion school, you have to start small and continue to build. At the end of the day, it touches your heart.
I got it.
Get that glob out of your ears.
Simon says, put your hands in the air. Simon says, wave them around like.
The program that we teach in is considered a self-contained room. My students know when they're not included. Walking around the school grounds and no one saying hi to them and not paying them any attention when they see all the other kids walking by, and it's tough to watch. I think Special Olympics Unified Sports is giving everyone a purpose, because you know the kids want to be here and want to make an impact, and they are making an impact with my students.
Copper King on 3. 1, 2, 3. Copper King.
The tree's kind of cutting off like the play unified, so we couldn't. Okay.
My brother is Marcus Hodge. He has a disability. He is like the complete world to me. I love him so much.
I've had Marcus since I started.
Nice job.
I started going to his Special Olympic events and just watching kids compete and how proud they are. I was like, well, this would be awesome if we could ever do that at Copper King.
Good job, Marcus.
Angelica pitched me on Special Olympics Unified Sports, and I said yes, absolutely.
And I told her this is the process behind starting up.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you have a nice quick break and are ready for the second half of the news.
We are so excited to introduce our final guest speaker for today. He graduated in 2004 from the Dreyfus School of the Arts with a major in theater and has performed live on stage and our movies. An incredible actor with Down syndrome, he spends most of his time swimming, working out, and playing basketball.
Featured in the 2019 film Peanut Butter Falcon, our guest played the main character who escapes from his retirement home to take control of his life and goes along the way with Dexter, as you work out and experiencing threatening and wrestling along the way.
Please, everyone, welcome Zach Gottsagen. Welcome, Zach. How are you today? I'm sorry, it's just a second.
What are you singing?
Here we go.
Hi, Zach. How are you doing, man?
Say hi.
Hi.
Hi, it's so nice to hear you. So we just have a couple of questions for you. Is that okay? We're just gonna go with the flow and have fun with it. You wanna go first, Mike? What's your question?
Oh, sure thing. For the first question, was school hard for you?
What is that question again?
Was school hard for you?
Maybe you can come closer to the mic.
Was school hard for
Oh, 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 you talk about the school. Yeah, I would say, school is, very hard but, it probably does take, so many work but it's not easy.
Yeah, I totally understand that. School can definitely be stressful, but we're so proud of you for making it to where you are now. And I actually have a question. This one goes into that. I know that you've been studying for what you love for quite a long time now. So were you nervous when you did your first movie? How was that like?
Actually, I would say, no, no, I'm not nervous.
Great, I mean, you're naturally
No.
talented, so I can definitely see why you're not nervous. Oh, there he is. Hi. Just in case you want me to introduce myself, I'm Angela.
And I'm Michael. Nice to meet you.
So we're so happy to be able to see you now. Alrighty, Michael, you want to go ahead and ask him a question?
Oh yeah, I got another question for you. What is your favorite food or restaurant?
Oh, I would say it'd be, I would say, Mexican and, pizza, chicken.
Speaking of pizza, let's debate this a little bit. Do you think pineapple goes on pizza? Yes or no? Yeah?
Yeah,
Well, I
really.
might disagree a bit there, but we'll agree to disagree. Alrighty, so we have another question actually from Caño del Oro High School here in AZ. And he wants to ask, what is it like to be in a movie set? Is it hard? Is it fun? What is it like working with other people?
Oh, yeah, I probably do like, working with the people and, they have been, so much fun and totally excited so for the hard part, this to wait because be because they had to move all the cameras around and doing some stuff, but I still have to wait, and it should be very little I would say patient.
That's right. It does take a lot of patience, I bet, especially
Yeah.
with technology nowadays. It takes a bit of a longer time to get things started. But once again, you do an amazing job. So thank you so much for what you do. Right, Michael, we want to go ahead.
Oh, sure thing. Okay, so this is a question from Kendall Del Art School. I want to say, like, is this your first movie?
No. Bob, stop doing it. I am so sorry. So
Okay,
sorry.
Totally okay, don't worry about
Yeah. I just forgot. Your question again. Can you say it again?
Oh, Frank, is this your first movie?
No. No. I probably did. But I did. Go for the words. I would say. I would say. I would say. Excuse me. Small movie. Uh, 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 I didn't. Uh, at the Zeno Mountain Farm Field Camp. So I just have been doing it for like I would say um I would say 7 movies.
Wow, oh my gosh. Listen to that resume, guys. Such a talented person we have here. That's definitely how you start going with the small, going to the big. We're so excited to hear that you've done so much. And we see a little bit here in the chat too. We have people still debating the pineapple and the pizza. Don't know how you feel about that, Zach, but it seems like people are going crazy over the pineapple. All right.
Thank you.
I mean, we love it. We love seeing it. All righty. So we have a bit more of a profound question for you. Was it difficult growing up with a disability with 2 moms?
I would say about the I am gonna say about that word I would say abilities are like 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 I was gonna say I would say like some people some people have serious serious I would say the words autism and I would say policy and for me uh, uh, I am is down syndrome kind of person I really am.
Right, and it is always amazing to be grateful of where we've come. And we're just, again, so proud of you for making it to where you are now. And about having 2 moms, how is that like for you?
Oh, really good. I'll probably do to my family here, and they they always give me, I would say, a lot, uh, uh, a lot of the I would say support, loving and caring and they have been I will say feeding me and that's why they are a wonderful mother. I really do love so much. And that's why
So sweet, so sweet. Guys, family is so important. And Zach, we can tell you do love your family so much, and we're so happy that they support you and that they love you every step of the way.
Yeah.
Michael, before you ask the next question, someone asked
something interesting in the chat. They asked, was it embarrassing per se to walk around in your underwear on set during the movie?
Yeah, actually, uh, uh, actually, it was totally embarrassing for me. And just to do that, and but for me, but I did have like so much fun, and just show it the whole entire world out there.
Perfect. I love that answer. Sure. Just have fun with it, guys. Have fun with it. All right, Marco.
Okay, so another question for Canyon Dale or high school. I'm okay, so for this one, this one's for Canyon Dale or high school. How did you get into acting?
I would say since I was 3 years old.
That's good.
Wow. Such a long journey. Oh my gosh, I love that.
Oh yeah, a long time for me.
Yes, a lot of experience and I'm sure a lot of fun as well. And also, I know we have a set of questions here, but for all of those watching, if you want to put your questions in the chat again, we could try to ask Zach some of those as well. So please do go ahead. I'll try to catch that and ask it next time. So we have another question for you, Zach, and again from Cañon de Loro High School. Would you say it's hard to remember your lines when you're going over the script?
Oh yeah, I would say it'd be couple times.
Right.
Yeah, so it probably did took me like I would say the whole entire week, and then until before I did go on the set, and just to shoot that movie, and then I probably know my lines pretty well.
That's great. Yeah, it definitely takes a really long time to memorize lines. So I can understand the whole week thing. But again, you do a great job with that. Oh, I actually love this question here in the chat. Dallas, what does inclusion mean to you?
I would say about I would say collusion. I would say be I would say I was gonna say I would say most people could have opportunity to this to find your place inside your heart and dreams, and then be before you do before you could reach from that reach from the I would say gold, and just doing what it takes, and I would say everybody is totally included. Everybody else could have, I would say, opportunity opportunity for all of the 1,000 people could have a very good dreams.
Amazing.
To be to be yourself.
You agree, Michael? I agree.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Yeah, definitely.
Amazing answer. Just everybody gets an opportunity to go out there and live out their dreams. That's an amazing answer, Seth. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
Ryan, I think you want to ask something else?
Oh yeah. This question from Kenya Dero High School. What scene from the movie Peanut Butter Falcon was the most fun to film?
I would say about that movie was I would say so great and is totally of I would say like fun and excitement and Bowie have been working very hard for that and pretty much.
That's good. I love that. Love that again. You want to go ahead and ask again, Michael, since we asked a couple. You can go.
Okay. Oh yeah, I got a question for you. Do you want to travel all over the world?
Oh yes, I do.
I think we can all relate to that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't want to go and travel the world? Oh, where do you want to go? Like, where in the world would you want to go right now?
Oh yeah.
Maybe Paris, Italy, France. Well, Paris is in France. Where do you want to go, Zach?
Oh just feel like to go I would say be I would say France and Indiana and I do feel like to go to Minnesota and actually that's it. I'm probably think of something, but that's it.
That's great. Yeah, those are all amazing places to visit for sure. And we hope that you can go sometime soon. Okay, so you guys as well there watching us, you can go ahead where you want to go. Let's talk about this too. You want to travel where, when? I think we can all relate that we all love traveling for sure. So I have another question for you. Iceland. Ooh, that sounds interesting, Katie. Love that. All right. Ireland, love that too. All right. So another question for Found and Deep here for you. Who inspired you to pursue an acting career?
I would say pursue your dreams. I would say it would be I would say this I would say the words
Who inspired you? Chris Burke.
oh I mean I meant was Chris Burke.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Actually, a Super Deck show is quirky like them.
Oh,
Well, we all need an inspiration, Zach. So we are really glad you have an inspiration there to guide you. And you are sure an inspiration for a lot of the people watching right now, including myself. So this is a bit of an easier question. What famous people have you met?
Oh, two.
Ooh, two, okay. Who?
I would say it'd be Shia LaBeouf. And but I do have is Dakota Johnson.
Yeah. She worked alongside you too, I think, right?
Yeah.
Great. She's such an amazing person.
Oh yeah. Yes, she is. Yes.
She looks like a lot of fun to work with as well. So hopefully we can meet her too in the future. We'll see. Are you
Okay, so this is a question here. Were you nervous when you started working?
No.
She's so completely confident, guys. Please learn from Zach. Be confident in yourself. And you know, why should we be confident? You know, and because we're here for a purpose. So Zach, tell me, why are you so confident in yourself? What makes you confident in your dreams?
Why? Because for me, have been in school, but I did go for I would say plays and on diction and stuff like that, and then until till then, and then before I start feeling something, and then I am just totally good.
Well, see, that's all about experience. Once you get started, the confidence is there. You just gotta grab it and carry on. Again, very inspiring. Thank you, Zach. So just another question here. Let's see. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to choose my question at the moment. Did you ever feel discouraged, or did you ever stop believing in yourself?
No, no, actually, actually, I have been believing myself a lot because I have been doing, pretty well, and I am totally on board, but for me, I just felt great, and I probably do know about myself, because for me, I am more a very hard, silent person. I really am, because that's why it does give me some more of, I would say, strength, and this feel confidence, but sip from my heart tells me the right place. So I think I probably know where I am at right now.
Oh, so amazing.
So sweet.
So sweet. Yes, of course. You're a very confident person, and that is very inspiring to all of us here in the studio, and to myself, and I'm sure to our guests And I saw a chat here, Travis. I'm sorry we're not asking your questions. Sometimes it's hard for me to see them and ask. And we also want to give Zach some time to answer some of the ones we have here. But if you want to go ahead and ask it again, I will try to catch that as well. We are trying our best. So again, please don't take it personally if we don't answer the questions. Okay. So, Michael, you want to go ahead and ask?
Oh, yeah, sure thing.
Let's see. I think we have them as. Oh, actually, we haven't asked this one question.
Oh, yeah, I have a question for you. Have you had unpleasant experience with the athlete community since you were Down syndrome?
I would say, yes, I am. Yes. Yeah. But just for you know, just have been teaching kids and how to be a very good actors and but they 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 are so wonderful, wonderful, kind and sweet. But for me, I just love them. You know, just love teaching kids and just to follow their dreams.
Again, so amazing, Mike. I think that's a good lesson for all of us to take with us, is not to let those negative experiences get to us, but to use them to teach others and to help others.
Yeah.
Michael, you wanna go ahead and say something, comment on anything?
Yeah, like it's sometimes like like people have hard times with stuff, and basically we gotta like prove our niggas. Like sometimes we got to like move on or something. It's just hard to like. It's just like sometimes it gets hard like when you experience like this and this in your lifetime. But instead, like you still have people around you that you know and you trust and stuff. So I mean, it's like it's okay if you have like sometimes been like that. So because I know sometimes us have hard times with stuff like right now when during this pandemic and stuff. Yeah. So.
Yeah, but just so you know, but sometimes I would say sometimes not always end up being easy or hard, but it if when those people really don't know, just go for I would say be like parents and teachers could uh could help them to learn how just to how to be very good of the the I would say the sex and but they will probably will get it, and then they might will end up doing pretty well.
There you go, Michael. There's some inspiration for you from Zach. Again, get those experiences. It won't always be easy, but it's so worth it. Right, Zach? It's always worth it to pursue our dreams and inspirations.
Yeah, for me, I'm just, I've been, same thing with me. I just have been, going through a lot, but I did have, but I did have my mom, my mom did help me with my homework, and then but just so you know, My my mom doesn't know about those stuff they work on giving, so very hard test to take. It's not easy, but it took like so many times to take.
Oh.
So but I did had um but I did have my mom help me sometimes and sometime in school, but I did have a very little help from my teachers but for me I just have been pretty well, and I probably know about some stuff to know.
I mean, you're a fighter. You keep fighting and pulling through. And that's why it's always important to have family and people that we love right there with us to support us. So you're a great example of that.
I love you, Mom.
Oh, so cute. We love you too, Mom. Thank you so much for helping. All right. All right. So Michael, do you want to say anything to that? Any comments?
Oh, about that?
Yeah, go ahead. Anything.
Well, yeah, definitely appreciate that. I mean, sometimes like that can be interesting and stuff. I mean, like, basically, like, sometimes just stuff, like, can basically be perfect or not perfect, but sometimes it just depends. Yeah, it depends on family and stuff. And basically, it's like how, like, life is and stuff. Care about that, care about your family, care about the people that you trust. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a beautiful response to that. Family is always important and crucial. And it's important to us to have people that we love, like I said, to be right there with us in the journey.
Oh, and for me, I probably do have something for I would say both of you. But this being no, but someday you will I would say the words follow your heart and follow your dreams to be yourself, and then you might have something going on about your future will does take you somewhere, and I probably know that right now.
Oh, thank you, Zach. Oh my gosh, that was so sweet. I will hold that with me forever, especially from you. It's always, again, like I said, just so encouraging to hear someone like yourself giving us some words of inspiration. For everybody else there too in the chat and our guests, take that advice as well. Don't be afraid to pursue your dreams because we can all do something amazing in this world. We just have to go for it and pursue it. So again, thank you, Zach, for the kind words. Thank you. All right. So I have a question from Sedona Delegation High School, and they want to know, how did you get discovered? How did you first get into the industry? Who discovered your talent, per se? Mike and Tyler.
I would say Tyler and Mike.
Tyler and Mike, here we go. Love that. All righty.
Yeah.
So how did they discover you? Like how acting?
Oh yeah. Actually we were in I would say Zeno Mountain Farm Camp. But I did met them there, and then Tyler did show them to Mike. But until then, Tyler just said to Mike, I I I I really do have a really good talent. I really am. And that's how they did discover about myself. And that's why they usually becomes those two are the writer and the director, and for me, I usually say this I will say write it for me, and for me, and I'm definitely going to be a star.
Oh, there you go. He got discovered and here he is now. So thank you, Mike and Tyler, for discovering this amazing talent that we have here with us today. Hi, in case you're there. So Michael, again, do you want to say anything?
Yeah, sometimes like us people can be discovered by that thing or not, but it's appreciated, like, you know, how it goes and stuff. But at the same time, like, it's just like it's just almost like you can know that thing or get discovered or being interested by somebody. But it's still good though, like, you know, when you get discovered by those things. It's still good though.
Yep. There will always be someone out there who will see your talent and will see your light and will encourage you and help you in the journey. So again, Zach, you're an amazing example of that as well. So I want to go ahead and ask just another question, very easy. Do you have a favorite cartoon that you like to watch in your free time?
Oh, free time. I usually do is you know, I would say there was sleep and play some games and dancing and playing games.
So what type of dancing do you like? Are you a party person?
Oh yeah, yes. A party person I really am. Yes.
You're the life of the party, Zach. We can't wait to see you. Hopefully someday showing us some dancing for us to copy. I am not a dancer, but
Yeah, same here. Like, I'm not a dancer.
I'd love for you to teach me. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm getting a bit silly here. Either ways, moving on. Michael, you want to go ahead and ask anything else? We have a couple here because we actually run out of these. Oh, look, you still have this one here.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna have it.
Okay, so there's a question. What movie do you want to be in next?
I would say it'd be romantic comedy.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
I see.
Okay. Okay. We definitely want to see one of those in the future. So whoever's listening, get Zach in a romantic comedy because we definitely want to see that. So please, I'm begging you, get him there. All right, alrighty. I think I've asked these. Sorry guys, we're still trying to figure out some of the questions that we have here. Oh, there you go. I saw one in the chat. Let's go with that one for now. Dallas wants to ask, if you didn't have a disability, would you still be a part of this community and would you still help others with disabilities?
I wish I could to make that happen for me, but it's not easy. So, a lot of people don't like my, I would say about my, abilities are. So it's hard.
Would you still be part of the disability community?
Oh, there you go. My mom just said it.
Thank you, Mom, again, for the input.
Yeah, I don't think he heard the question.
Mom, yes, I did hear that question.
No, that's totally okay. Don't even worry about it. So we want to ask just a couple more questions. And I know that you touched on this a little bit, but could you talk to us more about your school life? Was it hard to fit in? And if it was, what did you try to do in order to like make a difference in your community?
Yeah, actually, it is totally hard for me to fit in that school because for me, I'm just feel like I'm trying so hard and just to being nice to the people and plus principal and stuff like that, but no one doesn't care about me very much. Nobody does.
But we all care about you. We all care here. The family cares, and those experiences definitely helped you grow and be here where you are now. So just know that you are cared and loved for wherever you go. Okay, Michael, you want to go ahead and ask this question here?
Okay. So this question is. Okay, this is the question. Can I ask how you bring conclusion when you are in music? Movie set. Oh, sorry.
Conclusion about the movie. I would say it probably did took me I would say a couple years and but I still know how to make it, and then but for me but I do take that chance for myself to just to make it through.
That's right. Making it through and fighting through any adversity that we might find in a movie set, whether it's at school, in our community in general. It's very important for us to do. So again, thank you, Zach, for that input. All right, we have another question here coming. Give me just a sec. Okay. Oh, okay, this one's a bit fun for you, Zach. Do you have any school experiences that you would like to share with us? Any fun stories, funny stories?
I would say I'm just gonna say, for me, but I did have been, sitting on the step, before I was, doing that play from there was, I would say, Shakespeare.
Oh.
Different my role was Romeo.
Oh,
And
Romeo.
but for me, just have been doing so well, and this there was I would say hold still for the whole entire time, and just to wait until about my cue, and then before I do start saying about my lines.
Wow, we definitely didn't know that. Well, I didn't know that you played Romeo. That's
Yeah.
really interesting. Tell us a bit about that. How was it like to play Romeo? You know, was it, fun? Was it scary? How was it?
Oh yeah, I would say like I would say it'd be like fun and excitement and um I would say loving and but for me but I do have the biggest passion to play that role, because for me it was so hard to just to do things, but for me about this but I did made it through, and that's how I did, and that's why, because honestly no I would say my mom was there. She she was sitting at the the, there was I would say excuse me audience, and but my mom was totally so happy about what I did to nail that line, and 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 it and then I did there was hold still, but I still had to wait for the word spotlight on me.
All you, all on Romeo. And hey, you're a step closer to that romantic comedy. That one was a romantic tragedy, but that was very close. So hopefully you can get there eventually, like I said. So thank you so much for sharing with us how that experience was for you. Romeo is definitely a classic. I think we can all agree with that. And I can definitely see you as a Romeo. So again, thank you so much for that. Okay, Michael has another question here for you. Yeah, so do you live alone with your mom?
Oh, okay. I got a question for you.
Coffee.
Coffee?
Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Now I want to know what coffee he's drinking.
Okay, so this is a question here. Do you live alone with your moms?
Yes, I am living alone. About by myself. I would say the words um apartment. It would have been, I would say 15 years I have been living here.
Oh, that's a very long time.
That's a very long time.
Yeah. So it's like it's your home now, right? Because you've been there so long. It's your home. It's there, right there with you. I bet. All right. So we have another question here regarding your film.
Oh, I mean, no.
No. Oh.
You live by yourself. No, I really do live by myself. But I don't live with my family.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for clarifying that for us. That's definitely another fact that we learned here. So now moving on to another question about the films. How do you get in character? How do you prepare yourself to get there? To be a Romeo, for instance, what do you do to be a Romeo? What inspires you to be a Romeo?
I would say would be it probably did took me about my I would say there was about playing of that role because it probably did give me a really good life and I would say spiritual always give me something to give me a very hard challenge to take those actions.
That's right. Yeah, 100%. So preparing for a role does take, like you said, a lot of preparation. And for any of those of you who want to be actors, take Zach's advice. Just you need to prepare yourself mentally and emotionally and physically, of course. So thank you, Zach, for the advice. So now I'm still interested in what coffee you were talking about. So do you want to talk to us about what type of coffee you like, maybe?
Oh yeah. I would say yes, I do love coffee and
Starbucks.
Just to chat with the people and stuff like that, and but I do love drinking coffee with my mom.
She wants to know what kind of coffee you're drinking. Starbucks.
Oh, Starbucks.
Oh, we all love Starbucks. I think we all do. It's pretty good. I'm gonna say this. Do you like Starbucks?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think, like I said, I think we all do. Alrighty, so going back to a bit of a film question. Mike, do you want to go ahead and ask Zach?
Yeah. So how hard is to memorize your lines?
I would say it probably did took me like a very long time just to practice every single day.
Right. And maybe your mom helps you with that to go over the lines? Do you have any tricks that help you to just memorize?
Oh yeah, yes.
Perfect. I think we definitely need a trick to memorize that much for a full movie. So would you like to share anything else with us, Zach? We're kind of running with our time now, but before we go. Do you want to share anything with us? Anything with our guests?
Actually, no. Actually, that's it for me to say.
You want to do a round?
But I do have one. It would be my rap to you guys.
Yes, actually, Michael and I were just about to ask you that. We've been expecting this all morning. We wanted to hear you rap, Michael. So just go ahead, and we just want to just go right to it. The show is yours. Zach, go ahead and rap for us.
Okay, I would say, yo, what's up? I would say, hold on, I'm trying to think. I would say, yo, what's up? Bring out the noise, and I'm gonna say about
Arizona.
Arizona, it is so cool, and they have very cool place, and they always love, and that's why I love bringing on the noise to give all the fans out there, and they know they're gonna love it and go for the party and have a good time. And I would say they are the best people, and so for you two, I'll say yo, you two are the best people. Know how to give me all of the questions to me, and thank you very much. And I love sharing with you guys so much. So, and I'm gonna say one word.
Inclusion.
Party.
Party! Yay, party! Oh, we love that, Zach. Thank you so much. Know that Arizona loves you too. We all love you here. Thank you so much for your love. We really enjoyed this time here with you and you sharing your talent with us. Michael, you have anything else you want to say before we go?
Yeah, it was a pleasure talking with you. Thank you very much for these minutes. It's very helpful, and hopefully you have a wonderful day. I mean,
we all wish you an amazing day, Zach.
Yeah, and so for you two, I'm just gonna say, but you have been doing a very good job to ask me about all of the questions so far. So thanks to you, and give everything about what you do, God, right? It's how your heart tells you, and it. I would say the words heart to you, and thanks for being a very good job, and just keep this up, and just keep bringing some more of the questions. So thanks to you, and keep this up, and someday but you could have your own future to ask any more questions you need.
Thank you so much, Zach. Thank you. I really do
God
appreciate
bless.
that.
The words God bless about all of both of you. And for me, I'm just gonna say is good luck, and just keep this up, and just follow your dreams, and get the right questions what you have been deserved. So
thank you so much, Zach.
thanks
God
for
bless you
thumbs
too.
up for both.
Thank you for your time. Thank you
you.
so much. Have an amazing day, weekend, year, everything.
Yeah, same with you guys. Love you guys so much.
We love you too. Love you too, Zach. Thank you.
All right. Peace out.
Peace out.
Bye.
Woo!
Okay.
Okay. So I guess I'm kind of like stalling for a second.
Yeah,
We did pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
So you have any final words you have to tell our audience?
I want to say you guys are the best audience, and and Mom, if you're watching this, I love you so much, by the way. And yeah, we all love you, and hopefully continue to, and hopefully sit together. And just play unified and just enjoy yourself and enjoy yourself with this day. I mean, like, you guys are the best, and I wish you very much luck to all of you. So
Yes. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and special shout out to Mr. Gilpin. I know you're watching this, so hi. And I just, before we go though, we have one more treat for you. Please enjoy the special message from Devin Booker of the Phoenix Suns, and don't forget to hashtag pledge to include today, not tomorrow, today, starting today. Thank you once again.
Hey y'all, I'm Devin Booker and I play for the Phoenix Suns. Throughout my career, I've been fortunate enough to make some amazing memories, including representing our Phoenix Suns as the NBA All-Star. One of my greatest honors is being a Special Olympic Ambassador. Throughout my life, I've done my best to be a champion in inclusion. Inclusion to me means that everyone deserves the right to learn, hold a job, and of course, play on any court or any field. My sister Maya has always been an inspiration to me, on and off the court. I'm sure all of you have someone that inspires you that way. One important part of inclusion is to speak kindness. Treat others the way that you want to be treated. I respect all of those around me, no matter which team they're on. I hope you will join me in spreading that type of kindness and respect in your own schools and communities. It doesn't matter how old you are, you can make a change. I'm proud to be an Arizona athlete alongside all of you, because together we are the Valley, and together we will better the community that supports us. Thank you, and always choose to include. Hey y'all, I'm Devin Booker and I